Hello students, welcome back to your class. So today we are going to see weighted aggregate index number. Okay. So here in the previous class we covered simple aggregate number, index number and simple average of price relative index number. So we are moving on to weighted aggregate index number today. So let us see the methods of calculating the weighted aggregative method. So totally we have 5 methods. The first one is Laspier's method. Okay, the second one is Pascal's method. The third one is Dorbish and Bowley's method. The fourth one is Fisher's ideal index method. And the fifth one is Marshall-Edgeworth method. Okay, so here for index number, the symbol is, we already know that the symbol for index number is P01. Okay, and here for Laspier's method, we are going to write it as P01 within bracket L. That is the first letter of this method. Similarly, for Pascal's, it is P01 of P. That is Pascal's method. Okay, then Dorbish and Bowley's method can be shortly called as Bowley's method. Okay, therefore the formula is P01 within bracket. We are going to take the first letter of Bowley's. Then the next one is Fisher's. So for Fisher's it is P01 of F. Okay, it is Fisher's. The next one is Marshall. So that is P01 within bracket M. Okay, the first letter of Marshall. So this is how we are going to represent the symbols for this formula. And let me recall the formulas once again. That is methods once again. That is first one is Laspier's method. Second one is Pascal's. Third one is Bowley's. Fourth is Fisher's. And the fifth one is Marshall. Okay, Laspier's, Pascal's, Bowley's, Fisher's and Marshall. Okay, we are going to see one by one what is the formula. Okay, the first one is Laspier's formula. What is the Laspier's formula? So I've already told you the symbol for index number is P01. Okay, so P01 of Laspier's is, we are going to take the first letter, that is L. What is the first letter here? It is L. Okay, now I have given you the price. Both the prices are given, that is P1 is also given and P0 is given. But when we are considering the quantity, we are taking into consideration only Q0. Okay, what is Q0? That is base year quantity. What is Q0? That is base year quantity. Whereas when we are taking the price, we are taking both the price, that is P1 as well as P0. Okay, what is P1? That is current year price. And what is P0? That is base year price. Okay, so we are going to take the prices, both the prices, that is P0 and P1. Whereas in terms of quantity, we are going to take only the base year quantity. Okay, so in Laspier's, according to Laspier's formula, we are going to take only the base year quantity into account, and with that we are going to calculate the problem. Okay, now let us move on to the next method. After Laspier's, the second one is Pascal's. Pascal's method. Okay, Pascal's. So for Pascal's, we are going to take as usual the price, that is P0 and P1, but for quantity we are going to take only Q1. Okay, what is Q1? That is Q1 is current year quantity. Okay, we are going to take into account only the current year quantity, whereas in Laspier's we took the base year quantity, that is Q0. But for Pascal's, we are going to take only the Q1. That is Q1 means, what is Q1? It is current year quantity. Okay, now see here once again, let me tell you, for Laspier's we are taking Q0, and for past case we are taking Q1. Okay, now moving on to the third method, that is Bowley's method. So for Bowley's method, what is Bowley's method? That is, we are going to take both L and P. What is L? L is last pairs. L is last pairs and P is past case. Okay, we are going to combine the first two formulas, that is last pairs formula and the past case formula. We are going to combine both the formulas. Okay, so what is last pair is shortly called as L, past case is P, and Bowley's is B. Okay, so for Bowley's method, we are going to take into account both the last pairs and past case. So now the short formula is L plus P divided by 2. Okay, this is the expanded formula. This is the expanded formula. So here you can see that what is last pairs? This is last pairs. Okay, only the base year quantity is taken. And this one is the current year's quantity is taken. So last pairs plus past case divided by 2 into 100. So here you can remember that we have to take into account only the last pairs and past case. So once you are thorough with last pairs and past case formula, then the rest of the formula is very easy to compute. Okay. So here last pairs method is summation. So last pairs method is summation P1 Q0 divided by summation P0 Q0. That is what we have taken here. Okay. Now what is past case formula? Past case is P01 is equal to summation P1 Q1 divided by summation P0 Q1. Okay, now we have taken both these last pairs and past case formula here. Okay, last pairs and past case. So this is last pairs and this one is past case. So we are adding both and dividing it by 2 into 100. So the easiest way to remember the formula is we have to go through this last pairs formula and past case formula. So you should be thorough with last pairs and past case so that the other formulas can be understood clearly. Okay, so for Bowley's method, what we have taken? Last pairs method plus past case method divided by 2 into 100. So this is what is Bowley's method. So this is L last pairs and this is past case. So we are adding it both. So what is the symbol given between? It is plus. So we are adding both divided by 2 into 100. So this is Bowley's method. Okay. Now moving on to Fisher's method. So here also you can see that I have taken the short formula is L into P. So what is L? L is last pairs and P is past case. So we are multiplying. Under Bowley's we added, but here we are multiplying. We are taking the symbol as multiplication. Okay. So root of summation P1 Q0 divided by summation P0 Q0 into summation P1 Q1 divided by summation P0 Q1 into 100. So this is the Fisher's formula. Okay, here also we have taken L and this is P, last pairs into past case. Okay, now we are moving on to the fifth method, that is Marshall-Edgeworth method. So here also it is the same thing. This portion is fully last pairs and this portion is fully past case. So what is the difference between Bowley's and Marshall is we are taking here only one plus, but here you can see that we are taking two plus symbols. So numerator we are adding it separately and denominator we are adding it separately. Okay, so this is what we have to remember for Bowley's and Marshall. So Bowley's also the symbol is plus, but Marshall also we have the symbol as plus. But what is the difference here? Here we are taking only one plus. Okay, here it is. But under Marshall we are taking two plus. So in the numerator 1 plus sign, and in the denominator we are taking separately 1 plus sign. So that is the difference between Bowley's and Fisher's. So it should be very clear. So only 1 plus, here we are taking 2 plus. Okay, here only 1 plus, here we are taking 2 plus. So there are also here in Bowley's method we are dividing it by 2, but here we don't divide it by 2. So that is the difference between Bowley's method and Marshall's method. I hope you all understood the formula thoroughly. So you should just recall the formulas once again. So you should remember this. One thing is that you should remember Laspier's and Pascal's formula. So once if you are thorough with Laspier's and Pascal's, the other three methods, that is Bowley, Fisher and Marshall, are very easy to remember. Okay, so here what is Laspier? Let me recall once again. So here under Laspier's method I have taken only Q0, and a Pascal's method I have taken Q1. But both the prices P1, P0 is taken. Okay, so this is what we have done under Bowley's also. Bowley's also, here it is Laspier's plus Pascal's divided by 2. Here we have taken L into P. Laspier's into Pascal's, and here also this is L and this is P, but we are taking 2 plus symbols under Marshall's method. Okay, so I hope you all understood the formula thoroughly. So you just recall it once again, write down the formula once or twice to remember it, and then we'll continue with the problem. Okay, so I hope you all understood how to remember the formula. So we have totally 5 methods: Laspier's, Pascal's, Bowley's, Fisher's and Marshall. So in today's class, you just write down the formula twice or thrice so that you will not forget the formula. So the simplest way also you should remember. So here only Q0 is taken, here Q1 is taken, and here it is both Laspier's and Pascal's we are going to take into account. Okay, thank you dear students.